We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With Teece, we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of We Got Next. Figured I'd jump in here real quick. I had a couple requests to do a little quick live show, considering we've got a game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time between the Aces and the Liberty. Little run back. This is actually the third game they played in a row. Should be interesting. Went out in Vegas and the All-Star break, and then two in New York here. Well, actually, the Liberty played Phoenix after the Aces last week, so not the third straight game for the Liberty against these Aces, but you know what I mean. The Aces, third straight game against the Liberty. So that's where we're at there. Just wanted to check in with you guys, see how everyone's making out, and there are lines out here tonight so far. We've got a line for the Liberty game. The Aces are 6.5 point favorites over the Liberty, and that totals at 172.5. So that line's the same as it was when it was released on Monday. So, and I jumped on this earlier this week. They took it off the board, but it's back on. And I jumped on the under 172.5. Everybody's probably like, "What? What are you talking about? They score 200 points a game." This I think is going to be one of those under games. So, yeah, happy bucket day to you, DJ Big Boss. What's good, my brother? Glad you could pop in here. G Martinez, what up? Send an invite to Mikey. Don't know if he's going to be able to pop in. And hopefully the people that DM me to do this show actually show up, because that would be kind of messed up. You asked me to stop making dinner and do a show for you, and you're not going to show up. Yeah, I'll be kind of pissed. But, it's no big deal. I'm always down to talk WNBA with y'all. So we'll get that we'll get this rocking right. So anybody have any thoughts on who they like tomorrow's game here between the Liberty and the Aces? An 11 a.m. start. You really have to look at the Liberty in this game, just because of the start time and what's going on there. So, it's kind of weird because the other night I took the Aces, blindly took the Aces in this game and took the under. I kind of still like the Aces in this game. I mean, yeah, things have changed a little bit with them winning the other night, but the Liberty kept that game close, and I'm going to have to go with the Liberty in the first half with this game. If not the first quarter, first half. I like the Liberty in this situation to start the game out. So we'll see. We'll see how that game ends up. I don't have any lines for this first quarter or first half. I don't believe. Let me just take a double check here real quick just to make sure and see what we're working with. Yeah, they did stop him for a half. Yeah, you know what? I really expected the Aces to come out and D up, I did hit that first half under, or did I have over yesterday? I don't remember. All these games just go. But I took the full game under, and of course I got thumped on that. But I can't remember exactly what I had. I had the first quarter over, and that luckily hit in the last few minutes of that half, because that was a pretty slow, stagnant half. And quarter. And then at the end of that first quarter, they went on a flurry and ended up scoring 46. I was like, holy shit, I cashed that ticket. Wow. Because I thought that was a loser for sure. But it worked out. So, all right. FanDuel has the first quarter up, but FanDuel only gives the money line now for some reason in the first quarters. I don't know why. FanDuel was my go-to at the beginning of the season. I could get first half lines, lines and first quarter lines, totals in the first quarter, totals in the first half, and now they give you nothing but money lines the day before, and then the day of they'll put the spread up and give you a total, but later on in the day, nothing like earlier in the season. And I think that's why I did so well at the beginning of the season, because I had had these lines so early that I could get in and get out real quick and get the best number. So I really do miss that. They kind of teased me and then took it away. It's like, hey man, we got that good crack over here. You want some of that? All right, let me stop right there. All right. I'm fucking with y'all. But anyway, yeah, that DJ Big Boss is gonna cut me after that comment. Anyway, let me take a look back to what I was doing here with this basketball, checking these lines out. So Caesars doesn't have anything, and I didn't expect them to. They do have this game at 60 and 172, so you're a little bit higher there. You know what the crazy thing was today? And I ended up taking the full game Sun at 9.5, and I don't usually take full games. I'm a first half guy, first quarter guy, but I took the full game at 9.5, and I did that for one reason, because Caesars had it at 10.5, and everywhere else had it at 9 and 9.5. So yeah, so that's why I jumped in that 9.5, and then I knew it from the beginning of the fourth quarter I was going to get backdoored, man. I walked around the whole house with my hands on my ankles for that whole 10 minutes there. Everybody's like, "What are you doing, man?" Oh, I'm bending over for this back door, opening the back door. So anyway, I'm glad I make myself laugh, dude, because I'd live a pretty boring life if I didn't crack myself up. But Suns offense is whack. Yeah, man. You know what? I killed it today. I'm really pissed at this because I took that full game. I would have went 4-0. I had the first quarter, had the first half, had the team total, and that just pissed me off. And yeah, Teece is better off the bench, but she's got to fill in for Wifey. Wifey's out for the year, so it is what it is. But I agree with you there. And to be honest with you, is it just me, or was she a better defensive player like before she became a starter? I mean, I don't know. Her game just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem as good as it was before. Maybe that's because we're seeing more of her. I don't know. That's a great possibility there, but I'm sure that's probably the answer. But I agree with you there, Gerald, as far as that goes, man. All right. Well, I don't know where Mikey's at, if he's even going to come in, but that's cool. I've done plenty of shows without him, and we're good. I can actually tell you where he's sitting. I mean, where he's at with these games. He's on the Liberty at +6.5 tomorrow. He's on the Lynx money line at -225. See, I've got a problem, man. There's no way in hell I'm putting up $225 to win $100. You can kiss my ass on that one. He said this. He's on his phone and he can't go live on his phone. All right, it's all good, bro. So anyway, did you hear me talking about you? Is that what that is, Mikey? So anyway, yeah, there's no way in hell I'd do that. So that line for that Wings Lynx game, give you a couple different lines here. We got FanDuel. FanDuel's got it at 5.5. The Lynx are 5.5 point favorites, and the total's at 167.5. After that game last night, that really pissed me off because I was on Phoenix, and that was kind of like a game that I liked, and I took the money line as well, and I had them in a parlay, a 14 parlay, getting 8.5 points. And I knew once it hit that second overtime, that parlay was not cashing. And that's what pisses me off. I would have rather them lost so I could have cashed that parlay for damn sure. I mean, that's $400 that just flew out the window. So I was kind of pissed off about that. There's my Roto Martinez for me, man. No Sabally tomorrow. So how about Alicia Gray, man? I was looking into that. I couldn't see if she was playing. Gray's back. All right, sounds good. That sounds good. You're right, man. But when they are whole, I don't know. It's, they're good at home. I mean, this is the Wings are definitely a home team. What's up, Raven in the Desert, man? Good to see you, bro. Happy to have you in here. They're definitely. I really like that Roto G. I like that one better. But I like the back the Wings at home first half all day, every day. I will take that bet. So I wish they were I wish they were at home here. But at the same time, remember the last time they were in Minnesota? What happened, dude? They got their asses spanked. I mean, yeah, they were missing some people, but I mean that shit wasn't even close. I mean, they didn't even score 30 points in the first half. They I think they got like 28 or something. I mean, it was a ridiculous game. I mean, it was like they were a dog and he just rolled over and wanted their belly pet, man. It was disgusting. So, give me a sec here. I got to get Mikey the link. So anyway, if you guys give me 1 minute here, let me get Mikey this link here, and we can get him on. And see, he doesn't like me talking about him. He wants to be able to get back and talk back to me. So that's all good. Love the guy, man. Love Mikey. Love doing shows with Mikey. He's awesome. He is awesome. All right, so now I got to figure out how to do this. How can I text this link? All right, so we'll do it this way. We will get in here. Would have been a lot better had I been doing this earlier instead of interrupting the show to do this. But this is where we're at. So anyway, so back to this Lynx Wings game. I'm curious to see what the first half line is going to be. I mean, I'm guessing that it would be, with the line being 5.5. I'm guessing that the first half line would be around 3, and it's kind of tough. I don't really know. I mean, I'd have to go with the Lynx first half. Not that I want to, but just because they're on the Wings on the road are not easy. Shit. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. All right, my apologies, y'all. I probably shouldn't have stopped the show to do that. Anyway, Danny Lopez, what's good? Brave in the Desert, what's good? Again, I apologize for that. So let's get back to this game. We got the Wings, and according to Roto G over here, there is no Satu Sabali. So that's where we stand on that. And I have to go with the Lynx on this. I don't like it full game. I don't like playing full games. I'm not going to play this full game, but I am going to take the Lynx in the first quarter, and I can get them. I'll probably be able to get them at like minus 1.5, -2 at the most. But let's bring in our guy Mikey Hoover. What up, Mikey? Mike.
What up? Hey, I got like 9 minutes because I gotta take my daughter to track practice. So
spit.
Let me give y'all my rundowns just real quick. Obviously, it's very early. We report Aces at the Liberty. I got Liberty plus 6.5. They ended up covering last game, although I took the over in that game. The Liberty at home, and they're fighting actually to try to get into that 8 slot. But that 6 through 11 spot, for those of you who don't know, the top 8, it doesn't matter the conference, the top 8 in the whole entire league, they make the playoffs. From 6 through 11, it's like one game between everybody for that last spot. The Liberty are actually one of those teams. And they just played the Aces at home, I believe, Was that on the road? That was at home, and they lost by like 6. So they still ended up covering. So I think they'll end up covering this time. These teams have played each other like 3 times in a row. So, I mean, I would think about right now that they would at least have a little bit more of a kind of feeling as far as how they play. I gotta take the Lynx money line, 5.5. That's a lot. The Lynx have actually kind of looked good. We talked about that a while back. Once they ended up getting Sylvia back, and their last game they played pretty well. So I gotta take them at home. I'm taking them minus 225. You guys saw what happened to me today. The Sun were dominating the game, and then at the end they did it freeze?
Yeah, it froze. But I already broke it down to him. I already told him that at the beginning of the fourth quarter, I bent down, grabbed my ankles, and started walking around the house to open the back door up for the fever.
Okay, well, no need to explain that then. So Lynx money line. Y'all know I don't like dealing with the Mercury. However, I'm doing it because I'm trying to give y'all some plays. Mystics at Mercury, I got the over 159.5. That's the game the Mercury are trying to get in as well. As much as I don't like them, inconsistent they are, they still are trying to get in. Surprise, which means they're probably going to let me down. Sparks plus 4.5. I think they can cover at home because they are another team. They actually have, I believe they're in that number 8 slot. If I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and look. But they have something. They're in the number 7 spot. The Wings are in the 8 spot. So they have a lot to play for. And they've actually been getting it together, as of late. At first, they were like one of the worst teams. Now, they're still at the bottom, but they've actually been covering and winning games. So them at home with the points, I think that's a good play. So just a quick recap. Aces at Liberty plus 6.5. Wings at Lynx money line. That money line is minus 25.5. Mystics at Mercury over 159.5. Sky at Sparks plus 4.5. Also, it wouldn't surprise me if the Mercury even won that game outright at home. I think tomorrow is going to be a real crazy day because it's back from the break and now all these teams are vying for playoff position. So that's my take on it. I'm out.
Later, Mikey. Appreciate you coming in. All right, so you hear Mikey's take on it. I personally like the Lynx, and here's the reason why. Because the Lynx are right behind the they're right out of that. They're in the 9th spot right now. So they're about a half game out of the playoffs right now. They need this win, and they're right behind the Wings and actually the Sparks, the Wings, and the Mercury. They all have that last spot. So right now we're looking at the Sky, the Sun. Actually, the Sky would own the number 1. Number 2 would be the Aces. Number 3 would be the Storm. Number 4 would be the Sun. Number 5 would be the Mystics. Number 6 is this is where it kind of gets jammed up. You're looking at the Dream at number 6. Number 7 would be the Sparks. Number 8 would be the Wing. Number 8 would be the Wings. So you have the Mercury's tied in there, but they're if the season was to end today, the Mercury would be asked out looking in, even though they have 10 wins along with the other the 3 other teams that have the 10 wins. The Lynx have 9 wins, so I really expect the Lynx to come out. I know that's in their head. I mean, they have 14 games left in the season, so they need to. All these games are really going to count for the Lynx. So. They roughed up Dallas the last time out. Of course, Lisa Gray wasn't in, but I think Sylvia Fowles feast. I think she feasts tomorrow night without Sabally in. So I would definitely have to go with the Lynx, and I think the Lynx are going to come out fast and furious to begin with. So I mean, if I'm looking at the total on this, especially without Sabally in there, I I would definitely be looking at the over at 167.5, but I'm not going to play the full game. I'm going to play the first half. So we're probably looking at about 85.5. It should open up around 84, 85.5. So I'd be on the over on that, but that line's on the high side. I don't like that just because of the fact that I don't know if Dallas is going to be able to do their part to get us over that number. So I would probably be looking at the the Lynx to maybe on a team total, and that should probably be around if I had to make a guess, I'd say 80, 85, 86. So probably around 40, 42, between 40 and 42. So I'd be looking at that first half team total for the Lynx if I'm looking at a total at all for that. And even the first half total you're probably going to get it or the first quarter total, you're probably going to get it at 2021. And I like the over on that with Minnesota. If they can give me 2021, I'm most definitely going to pound the shit out of that. You know what I mean? I'm going to treat her like I'm not even going to say it because I got a girl in the next room and I want her to get mad at me. So anyway, what's up, James Lil? What's good, bro? You're all good, man. Ain't no sorry you're late, man. As long as you're here, you're here. You know, I'm happy to have all y'all here. Love having you guys here. I'm glad you stopped in. Glad you're making it worth it for me to be in here. And you know, we're almost done getting through these games. So if anybody has any questions about any games that they want to ask, get them in there now, and I will answer them all for you. Isn't that great to have the time to be able to sit here and answer questions? I mean, that's a beautiful thing, man. And you kind of take it for granted until you're asked to cram a bunch of games into a couple minutes. So anyway, let's move on to the next game here. We have got the where we at? The Washington Mystics and the Phoenix Mercury. Everything indicates that EDD is going to play in this game. So maybe Roto G could let me know about that. But I see her playing in this game. You know, she made the road trip, and they go back to Washington after they visit Phoenix. So I don't see why she wouldn't play in this game. And, you know, as far as the Mercury go, man, that was a butt hurt last night, them losing that game. Not only losing, but not covering. That one stuck me. That one stuck me bad. You know, that was a closer on a 14 parlay, and they fucked me. So with this line being very short, 1.5, that is a suspicious line. So, you know, right off the bat, that's making me question if EDD is even going to be in. But I don't see her not being in. So let's take a look at the injury reports and see if they have anything listed early here. I doubt it. You know, this is something we're probably going to have to hit tomorrow. But I'd like to get this this bet in while this line is so short, because if EDD's in, that line's going to jump. I mean, I can't see it doing anything but jumping, and I would think it jumps a lot considering it's at 1.5. I don't see how Phoenix is. You know, I just don't see how this is a 1.5 point spread here. Yeah, I agree. You know, most definitely going to be on the Mystics first half. That's a fucking given. And I've been really liking playing this Mystics second quarter, man. They've been paying me out on that. So, you know, I think I'll be on that as well. That they've been, you know, at least until it doesn't hit. Sort of like Chicago last night in the first quarter. Man, how about friggin' Ari McDonald, man? Are you fucking kidding me? She hits that 3 at the end of the quarter and just hooked me, man. Oh, I was so pissed, dude. $200 fucking down the drain. I was so mad. Terrible. It was terrible that the Sky let them come back in that first quarter, you know? So I was pretty pissed about that. But I mean, last night I had a good night regardless. I went 7-3. My big plays hit. Ace. I played the Aces first quarter, Aces first half. They were money for me, and I took a live over first quarter in the Aces game. Hit that. Took the live over in the first half at like 82. Hit that. I think, man, I can't remember if I took a live over or live under in that first half. Whatever it was, it hit. I don't have the ticket, of course, because I was sitting at the casino and turned it in. But anyway, so back to this game. Yeah, there's a lot of questions with this game. I mean, on the surface, this is something that you just want to smash the Mystics on. But James, I'm talking to you when I say this. Hold off on it. Don't go throwing money at it real quick, man. Wait till you see what happens. Wait till you see whatever develops in this game. Develops before tip, because this line is too suspicious. At 1.5, I don't trust it. Something's there that we're not seeing yet, and I don't know what it is. I mean, Sophie Cunningham's done a great job holding this team together. She's been their glue. She's been the energy. This team rallies around her, and she's really stepped up in that leadership role. And hats off to her, man. I mean, she's really vocal, and the team loves her, and the team listens to her. So, but I don't see Sophie Cunningham alone beating this team. Now, Skylar Diggins looks like she's getting past whatever issues. I'm sure they're still there, but she's a professional, and it's good to see a professional actually go out there and ball and put that shit aside for a couple of days. So that's where we stand as far as that goes. Now, again here with this game, I would hold off on it and just wait till tomorrow. Mikey and I are going to have a show at 3:00, and we'll do that show. So, and hopefully we'll have some answers for you. As far as the last game goes, we have the Sky at the Sparks. That line is 4.5, and the Sky traveling to the Sparks. Let's take a look at the injury report here and see what we've got going on. Chicago, nobody of any consequence there. Let's see about the Sparks. We've got the Sparks, no injuries for the Sparks. So the Sparks are fully healthy. I would expect I'd expect the Sparks to come out and ball and get up, and Liz Camby's. I would think that she's going to ball tonight too. So, tomorrow. So, this line's probably right around where it should be, to be honest with you, being that it's a travel spot for the Sky. So, I really don't have anything on this game yet. I'm just looking at I just wanted to go on and talk about these games because we had that 11:00 game with the Aces and the Liberty. The other games, I haven't capped yet, and I'm going to be looking at them tonight. And if I make any moves tonight, I will let you know, because I do want everybody to be able to get the best lines available. Now, at the total at 163.5 in this game, I'll definitely be looking at the first half over. That's a no fucking brainer there. It's probably going to open up around 181.5. 81.5, 82. Somewhere around there. So that first half over will be the play for me, and possibly the first quarter. We'll take a look at that. But and I also may be looking at the Sky for the first quarter in this one. I'll have to let you all know that one as well. That's something I'm not going to be able to get till tomorrow, along with the first half total. Hopefully I can get that first half total tonight, but you never know. So I don't really have anything else. Hopefully tomorrow we can get a good $2 parlay in and get that shit started, man. Let's get that shit started and rolling, because I really want to get that thing built up and get it into our pockets and make some money. So, do you guys have anything else, or are you all good? So if you guys have anything else, please let me know, and we'll we'll get going here. Let's take a look here at what you guys see if you guys have anything for me here. G Martinez not feeling the sparks. Yeah, I'm not feeling the sparks either. So, but in all honesty, I don't know if I'm feeling the sky either. So it might be a stay away game for me, except for that first half total. I mean, if there's anything in this game that I play, it wouldn't be anything but that total. Or if I'm going to play a side, it would have to be the Chicago Sky first half or first quarter. But I don't think I'm going to make a move that way. I'm going to look deeper into it and see, check, compare the numbers, see what's going on with that, and see what I can do. But as of right now, it's not a game that I'm going to be on other than that first half total. That first half total is a definite. I'm definitely going to be on that. So that's all I have. So if you guys get together tomorrow and come up with a couple plays for the $2 parlay, that'd be beautiful, man, because I really wanted to get that put together and start hitting it. We had that thing going up to $60, and that's when they cut us to 20 minutes, and we rushed it and threw some teams in there and shit the bed, and we haven't been able to really put one together since because we were constricted into the 20-minute time frame. So anyway, look, guys, I really appreciate you coming out, listening to me ramble on for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to get ready to go make some dinner. And I hope you all have a good evening. We will get together tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern and get some real plays on these games. You see where I stand on this. I'll let you know where I might be moving on them. And if I do make any moves tonight, I most definitely will tweet them out. So keep an eye out, James Lil, if you want, and G Martinez and whoever else is in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming out. And please remember to bet responsibly. And hey, real quick before I go, what's up with those fucking Twins, dude? Joe, I mean, come on, man. Fucking Joe Ryan on the mound, and you can only muster. He's pitching a 2-hitter, and you end up tied at the end of 5. Man, dude, that's something that killed my parlay today. I had that parlayed with the first half in the Sun game, so I'm pissed off about that too. I'm the king of the one-loss parlays, but they call me parlay one-loss Teece. But anyway, thanks again, guys, and as always, please remember to bet responsibly and be safe. And we will chat tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. And hold on, I gotta send everybody out. Send everybody out with my guy, man. With my guy. Hey.
Who got next? We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in with Teece, we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury. It's close to the sun, feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings, living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm, liberty. We born in like a lynx, is a battle cat. We breed aces to the slow back nation, for real. next, we on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in with Teece, we ballin' like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury. It's close to the sun, feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings, living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm, liberty. We born in like a lynx, it's a battle cat. We breed aces to the slow back nation, for real.